So we need to remember that God still punishes sin. The first statute is vengeance. There's two statutes under here. Vengeance is the punishment inflicted in retaliation for an injury or offense. You shall not take vengeance for yourself, is what the scripture says. Thou shalt not avenge yourself. It's not my job to avenge me. It's someone else's job. The Lord will take vengeance for you. To me belongs vengeance, for the Lord shall judge his people. What is this referring to? There are two types of punishments in the scripture. Judgment executed by the Levitical priesthood, and he shall stand before the congregation in judgment. There's 14 punishments, at least that I found, related to the Levitical priesthood. And then there's judgment executed by God himself. These you would commonly call the curses. We call it an act of God today. Okay, we used to believe in acts of God. We don't believe that anymore. This is, some people would call it karma. The scripture calls it reaping what you sow. It's any misadventure or casualty is said to be caused by the act of God when it happens by the direct, immediate, and exclusive operation of the forces of nature. Okay, we have this in our law books because we believed it used to be a penalty. Is it still a penalty? Or are we just not quite understanding it? There are 7 punishments under this type of punishment. So there's 14 under the Levitical priesthood that they would hand out, that man would hand out. And there's 7 that God will hand out directly himself. This is God's vengeance. He can take vengeance or punish sin through the Levitical priesthood or directly. If you look at how the scripture says so. So it's not for me to take vengeance on myself. Today we'd call this taking the law into your own hands. It's not my job to take the law into my own hands. America did this early. We had lynch mobs. Oh, he stole a horse. We're going to skip trial. We're just going to get 15 guys, cover our heads, and go hang them. That's not what God said to do. There's a legal system to use. And, it's something we're supposed to use. So we're not to take the law into our own hands.